this song to the Lord, saying, I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. This is my God, and I will praise him, my Father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host he cast into the sea, and his chosen officers were sunk in the Red Sea. The floods covered them. They went down into the depths like a stone. Your right hand, O Lord, glorious in power. Your right hand, O Lord, shatters the enemy. In the greatness of your majesty, you overthrow your adversaries. You send out your fury. It consumes them like stubble. At the blast of your nostrils, the waters piled up. The floods stood up in a heap. The deeps congealed in the heart of the sea. Oh, praise the Lord, Almighty warrior. Praise the Lord, the glorious one. By his hand we stand in victory. By his name we overcome. By his name we have overcome.
Now, it's been some 430 years. There is a generation now that does not remember Joseph. There's a Pharaoh that doesn't remember Joseph. All he knows is he's got a problem on his hands because these people called the Hebrews are multiplying and they're getting stronger. And so this Pharaoh is really nervous. I'm dating this around 1260, okay? Some would want to date it in the 1400s before Christ. I think it's 1260, okay? The Pharaoh gets nervous. These people, these Hebrew people, they're multiplying. So I've got to do something. And the opening verses of Exodus tell us the part of the story that gets really rough. In fact, once again, it looks like God's not going to win. It looks like the story ends. It looks like there's no way they're going to survive this. So you find in the opening verses, I'm reading verse 6, then Joseph died and all of his brothers and all that generation, but the people of Israel were fruitful and increased greatly, and they multiplied. They grew exceedingly strong, so that the land was filled with them. So we have a ministry called Pregnancy, Crisis Pregnancy Center, where we do everything we can to step in the lives of young ladies and help walk them through a very difficult time. And you know why we do it? Because it's politically correct? No. Why do we fight against abortion? Because it's the thing to do? Hardly. Same reason the Hebrew midwives did what they did. We fear God. We believe God. And we believe there's worth in every child. And we believe there's value in every child. Think what would have happened if Moses had been killed at birth or even before. But he wasn't. You want to know how many last year, how many children were saved through the ministry of the Center for Pregnancy? You ready for this? 107 lives were saved through the ministry that we have here at the Center. 107. Who knows what they will be one day? We have no idea. Did we save them because of what they're going to be? No. We saved them because we fear God. And we believe his word clearly teaches the worth and value of all people. Now, what's amazing is if you go back over our history since 1996, when the Center for Pregnancy was established, are you ready for this number? There have been this many lives saved, 2,504. It's unbelievable, that ministry. And along the way, because we believe the greatest thing is to introduce them to a living God through his son, Jesus Christ. This year alone, we saw 162 give their heart to Christ. 162 will be in heaven because of that ministry.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, January 24th, 2016. And today is Amber's birthday. My daughter Amber is 29 years old today. Can you believe that? 29 years old, almost 30. That means I must be really old. Anyway, I'm going to do a little tribute to her. I'm going to show you some pictures of her growing up. And yeah, here it goes. That's her. Is that cute or what? Yes. You can tell that these pictures are old because they've been through a whole bunch of mess, right? That's a cute one as well. Son. So I'm tacky. Bad baby. Yes, that's me. My son and Amber. And again, both of them. This light not going so well with this. I'm in the corner. That's Amber walking down the steps with me with blonde hair. That was my husband and Amber. That's Claire's. Amber, my son. Amber in front of McDonald's. He's right here. There she is. With Amber, her little birth story, basically 29 years later, is that I went in labor on January 23rd. It was in the afternoon. I had some SpaghettiOs, I can remember that, and I started having pains, and then I started timing them. So I went to the hospital. I wasn't sure if it was the real thing because it was my first time. So I went to the hospital and they checked me and everything, and it ended up being the real thing. So I was at the hospital, and back then in 1987 it was kind of way different. So you actually were in a room to have the baby, and once the baby crown, which is when the hair is visible, you know, down there, they will move you to an operating room. So what happened was my mom was there with me, and I'll never forget that. Right when we got into the surgery room and all that, she started feeling lightheaded. So what ended up happening is they went and got a stretcher, and she ended up being basically right next to me on a stretcher after, well, this was, I'm trying to remember if it was during or after I had her, but in other words, we were both in the recovery room at the same time, except she didn't have a baby. She was just feeling lightheaded and dizzy, so they put her in a bed next to me, which was really funny, and I'll never forget that because it was so hilarious. But anyway, so like I said, I did get an epidural at about 4 or 5 centimeters dilated, and it went pretty quickly. My daughter was she was head down but butt up, which means her butt was facing my stomach, so I never was able to, you know for sure if it was a boy or a girl until I gave birth to her. But I had a mother's instinct that she was a girl, and I already named her Amber Nicole. If it was a boy, I was going to name him Shane, which I'm so glad I didn't have a boy because now I just don't like the name. So that would have sucked if, I would have named my son Shane, and I would have been stuck with that. So anyway, I just knew it was a girl, and so my mom must have got sick like after she came out, because I remember her saying when I pushed her out that there's your Amber, meaning it was a girl, and so there was Amber. So anyway, that's basically the story. except for the fact that, you know, this was all going on like in the middle of the night, and the doctor wrote on her birth certificate January 23rd, and I said, no, it's not going to be till the 24th. And so I was right, because they had to go in and change the birth certificate because she was born 46 minutes into the 24th. So she was born at 12:46 a.m. on January 24th, 1987. And now she's a grown woman with 3 kids of her own. So yeah, so I just wanted to shout out my daughter and tell her happy birthday and tell her I love her very much. That's pretty much it for the vlog. I wanted to go ahead and add on because yesterday on Saturday I just filmed some at church, so I wanted to add something else on, and since today was Amber's birthday, I figured that would be a good thing to put on here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short because I want to go ahead and upload this and get this up there tonight. I am putting together a bookcase, which is not begun yet. I just took it out of the box. So I'm going to do that, put some more movies on because I got too many movies and they're all over the place. So I'm going to be putting that together and uploading this vlog. And as always, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Using your brother to make your kids fall asleep, huh?
Yes. It's wonderful.
More presents. She got 4 things and she's looking for more. Grandma's not rich, unfortunately.
Where'd you get this?
From the mall.
Ooh, seeds. I like these. Yeah, that's nice. You got your own candy. Chocolate balls. Oh, let's see what Santa got me. And now it says for Mom.
That's because I wrote that and your sister wrote the other one.
Thank you. I like smelly good stuff.